Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is J Productions here in the flesh. It's been a while since I've been in the flesh. Today is June 27th, 2021. Yesterday, I started my journey of binge watching the entirety of SpongeBob SquarePants up to season 12. They are currently in their 13th season, which barely started. There's only about 2 full episodes so far. So I am going all the way through season 12. I'm also not going to do the movies, just the show. I'm doing this through DVD. I have all 12 seasons on DVD. And today, I finished watching the first season of the show. I started it yesterday and finished it up today. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a segment like this for every day when I finish a season. Talk about, an overview, what I like and stuff, basically. I'll do a top 3 episodes and a bottom 3 episodes, but for this season, I didn't have 3 episodes. I only got 2 episodes on the bottom side, and I'll go ahead and rank the season out of 5. And when I finish all the seasons, I'll probably add some extra stuff at the end of the video. So let's talk about Season 1. Season 1 is the only season of the show to be animated with cell animation, and is the only season to be hand-inked. The rest of the show was colored digitally, and the rest of the show did not use cell animation. The show is still hand-drawn, but this was the only one where they did cell animation. And I'm going to be honest, this season looks really good compared to, I would say, up to like Season 8, until they moved on to widescreen. I really like the way the season looks. I think this is the best out of the standard definition era. Something about the cell animation and something about the colors is really appealing to me, and I really, really like the way the season looks overall. Help Wanted was made in 1997, so the colors in that episode are different than they look in the rest of the season, because that started in 1999, but overall, it looks very nice. So, the quality of the episodes in Season 1, at the beginning of the season, I would say up to like the first disc in this compilation, which ends at Squeaky Boots, I think that the episodes were kind of light in their stories and their comedy. They were still very good episodes, but they were not as, I guess, advanced as they later got in the season and in the series. I still had a lot of enjoyable episodes in this season, especially the episodes on Disc 2. I really liked almost every episode on this disc. I can't really think of that many that I really didn't enjoy that much, except for one, which I have on my list. Overall, I do think that this season is very good. I really enjoyed a lot of the stuff in the season. It looks very appealing, for one, and it definitely was funny. Maybe it had a little bit of problems at the beginning, but once you got like later in, it was very good, and I really enjoyed what they were able to do in the season. So, my top 3 episodes. Number 3 is Pickles. Pickles has the best soundtrack, in my opinion, of any episode. All of the music in this episode was very good. It has a very great plot. I really like the concept of this episode. Really great ending, really great episode in my opinion. I'm very happy with Pickles. Number 2 is going to go to The Paper. The Paper is an episode that is actually very rarely aired because it is paired up with a Valentine's Day episode, so it's not really seen that much. The Paper is worth seeing, though, absolutely. It's hard to watch on TV, but I definitely recommend The Paper as an episode. It had a lot of great comedy. The plot is so simple. It's just SpongeBob being able to use a paper and imagine so many things. It's such a simple idea, and it works amazingly, and I'm very, very happy with this episode. And my number 1 favorite of Season 1 is SB129. This episode was amazingly funny. The plot was genius, in my opinion. Maybe a little bit overdone, but the way they executed it in this execution, brilliant. Very brilliant. Very, very funny episode. The best part of SB129 is the comedy. I was very pleased. Laughed numerous times throughout the episode. I really, really enjoyed SB129. As for the bottom 2, I only have 2 because I didn't really think of a third episode I didn't like that much. And these 2 episodes are not bad. They're just, like, I would say toned down a bit from the rest of the series. I mean, the rest of the season. At number 2, I'm going to go ahead and put Naughty Nautical Neighbors. It was a funny episode. It had a lot of comedy, but I wasn't that pleased with the plot. The plot of SpongeBob and Patrick fighting wasn't the best to me. I wasn't the biggest fan of that episode's plot. And I know my opinions are going to be somewhat unpopular, but this is just what I think. Also, I apologize for being a bit messy. These are unscripted. My least favorite episode of season 1, though, was Sandy's Rocket. I did not like the plot of this episode. The idea was good, but I think that the plot after SpongeBob and Patrick begin to believe that they're not in Bikini Bottom, at that point, I really didn't enjoy the episode. It was kind of silly. Of course, SpongeBob was supposed to be silly, but I really did not enjoy Sandy's Rocket at that point. I didn't like the way SpongeBob and Patrick acted. They were really dumb. And yeah, they're supposed to be dumb for the most part, but Sandy's Rocket took it too far. So yeah, Sandy's Rocket, my least favorite of the season. SB129, my favorite of the season. Overall, the season was very good, but they did have to warm up a little bit. And in terms of a score out of 5, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 3.5 out of 5 points. It is a great start to the show and sets a pretty good bar for the rest of the show to follow. And that's really all there is to say in this recording for the first season of SpongeBob. I will see you whenever I finish Season 2. Until then.